Another SONA disrupted. In February this year, the EFF moved to demand that President Cyril Ramaphosa be held accountable for the Phala matter, despite various agencies clearing him of wrongdoing. 6 EFF MPs faced a hearing for contempt of parliament. They include EFF leader Julius Malema, Floyd Shibambu, Marshall Dlamini, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, Vuyani Pambo, and Sinawo Tambo. In their first and only appearance on the 20th of November, the EFF members indicated that they have approached the High Court to halt this process pending its ruling.
If you continue constituting the committee in the current fashion, you will fall foul of the common law rule against bias, and your proceedings will be unlawful and unconstitutional. So that is why we do not ask that the matter should not sit. We've never made that request. But what we do, we ask that the matter should sit before a neutral, independent chairperson.
However, this was opposed by the initiator of the hearings.
The current application 52 for postponement has been brought for one purpose only: to delay the commencement of the inquiry on unsustainable grounds. It has not been brought in good faith. It has been brought at the 11th hour in what may legitimately be regarded as an ambush. The application for postponement must be dismissed.
In the end, the committee resolved to proceed with its proceedings.
Taking all relevant factors into account, the committee has not been persuaded that the inquiry will not be conducted in a reasonable and procedural fair manner. The affected members have not made out a case for a postponement of their hearing. In the circumstances, the committee has decided that there is no factual or legal basis for the hearing to be postponed, and the inquiry should commence.
But there was resistance from the EFF as the party ordered its legal representatives to excuse themselves from the proceedings.
We recuse our legal representatives. They must now leave that place, and we're also leaving this nonsense of a kangaroo court. Thank you.
There was only one witness who testified that the EFF behavior was unprecedented.
In the event of serious disruption in the chamber as a result of member resisting to be removed, the presiding officer may suspend proceedings. So, because there was a sense that what was happening was unprecedented, it was not sanctioned by the rules, and the speaker took the actions that she took precisely because she felt also that the manner it happened was in breach of the rules. So, in my view, there was a disruption in the House.
The EFF says its disciplinary hearing should not be at the mercy of its political opponents, and it wants the committee to wait for the outcome of the December 4th High Court case. Some legal experts believe it's unfortunate that the EFF did not participate in the DC proceedings.
In my view, the EFF ought to have participated in the process from start to finish and ensured that it raises whatever concerns it has, so that it is easier for all of us to determine the rationality of the decisions of the committee. The EFF seems to have adopted a posture that said it will determine the pace and rules of engagement, which is unfortunate because the committee must operate in accordance with the rules of Parliament.
While the EFF remained absent on day 2 of the DC, the initiator recommended their suspension for 10 days in February on the day of SONA.
We submit that a finding of guilt in respect of that which they have all been charged follows. We submit that it cannot be clearer that to jump onto a stage as one is exiting the House after, and it's important, Chair, after being ordered by the Speaker to leave the House, cannot be anything other than grossly disorderly conduct.
However, after deliberations by the committee members, the draft suspension sanction was increased to a month.
So you go and apologize in the House physically, in Parliament, the President, to the Speaker, and to the people of South Africa. in terms of Section 12, subsection 5, C, physical. And then the other order is the suspension of your remuneration for a month starting from the 1st of February to the 29th of February 2024.
Once the committee has deliberated on the draft suspension recommendation, it will adopt a final report before the matter is tabled in the National Assembly. This as the EFF also prepares to go to court on Monday to challenge the committee's process and ruling. Tulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.